Second thing to mention is the word yuqinun is very interesting. The word yuqinu, for those of you that are familiar with tasrif, is actually mazid fi. It's if'al. Ayqana yuqinu iqanan. Okay? And it actually means to be convinced absolutely. It does mean to be convinced absolutely. But there is another alternative in Arabic, which is yaqina. Yaqina also means to be convinced absolutely. Yaqintul amr ta'akkadtu minhu. I made sure of it. So Allah Azza wa Jal doesn't say وَبِالْآخِرَةِ هُمْ يَقِنُونَ. He says وَبِالْآخِرَةِ هُمْ يُوقِنُونَ. And the principle in Arabic is إِذَا تَكَسَّرَ اللَّفْظ تَكَسَّرَ الْمَعْنَى. When you spell with more, the meaning enhances. And when you put words in that particular spelling structure, iqan, what that suggests is they have absolute, complete and whole conviction in the akhirah. Their belief in the afterlife has now been completed. Because if'al suggests something tam. And so the idea here that bits and pieces about the afterlife were given before, but now that you're looking at it through the lens of the Qur'an, all of those gaps have been filled. What exactly is going to happen to human beings when they're raised? What exactly is going to happen to them? How are they going to be judged? On what basis are they going to be judged? What is going to happen? I used to study comparative religion and comparative philosophy in college, not because I was religiously interested, because I thought it would be an easy A. So I used to study that stuff. Fascinating stuff. And the Christian theologians, one of the biggest problems they had was, what is going to happen to all the people before Jesus? Because they believed, through Jesus you go to heaven, right? But then the Bible talks about good people before Jesus. So they're like, well, where are they going to go? And they start asking that question. And different philosophers in Christian history attacked that problem differently. They came up with all kinds of theories like purgatory, like the elevator is stuck between heaven and hell for some people. And they're just they're about to go to heaven, like people like Abraham and Moses or whatever. They're about to go to heaven, but the elevator gets stuck. And say, well, sorry, you didn't go through Jesus, so hold on a second, let's consider this. And then Jesus is going to have to come, and they're going to have to go through him. They had to make all this stuff up, because they couldn't reconcile how the Akhirah is going to work pre-Isa alayhi salam, right? The same problem happened with the Jews. A lot of Jewish philosophies about what's going to happen in the afterlife. No clarity. The Muslims can have disagreements on lots of things. Should we raise our hand before we go into ruku'? Should we pray 8 tarawih or 20 tarawih? We can have disagreements. Should we have local moon sighting or global moon sighting? But one thing we don't have disagreement about is what's going to happen on Judgment Day. There's no disagreement about what hell looks like and what heaven looks like. There's no disagreements about this stuff. It's absolutely clear. Because it's so very fundamental. And for them, this is the stuff where all the confusion was. This is where all the confusion was. I even read back in the day certain Jewish philosophers and scholars who believed that heaven is basically when God kills all the non-Jews. And the only one left are the Israelites. And that's actually, what else is there to heaven than that? And that'll be heaven on earth. And a lot of them didn't even believe in a resurrection. And some that do say it's not really that important, right? So this sequence clarifies that, and the use of the word iqan, absolute complete conviction, illustrates how important this subject is in the Qur'an. And this is, again, even to this day, non-Muslim scholars of the Qur'an, Western academics, this is one of the biggest problems they have with the Qur'an, even now in their circles, is the discourse on the afterlife. Why is the Qur'an so emphatic on the afterlife when neither the Old nor the New Testament are nearly this emphatic on it?